Big retail moves from the investment committee. We're going to start with Bryn Talkington. Bryn, you just bought Nike and On Holding. So let's start with the Nike trade and why.
Yeah, so if you've heard me before, I really don't buy retail names. The investor's so finicky. I've listened to the Nike call the last 2 quarters. I think Elliott Hill, who stepped up as the new CEO, is on track to turning the company around. Obviously, the stock got hammered after they actually had very good earnings, but the China numbers were a pure miss. And they talked multiple times about, just margins from tariffs, margins from tariffs. So I just think this company needs to just get incrementally better. Elliott Hill on the call, and I really recommend people listen to it, made the change this quarter. He said all geographical reports are now going to report directly to me. And I think that's really specifically on China. So those direct reports in those local countries can have more autonomy in terms of branding and footprint. And I just think this is a company that if you look at the U.S. market, running was up 20%. We have the World Cup numbers are strong. They're focusing more on women, I think, with Skims and Caitlin Clark next year. They just need to get incrementally better. I think the stock could be a $75, $80 stock. So I bought it. I think it's cheap here. It's great to see Tim Cook and the other board member buying shares as well. And I just don't think everything has to go right. And finally, I wanted to have some exposure with both On and Nike. I do think if the Supreme Court goes against Trump on IEEPA, these retail stocks will fly after that report. So I wanted to have some exposure in case that does happen. I think that's a good way to play the other side if SCOTUS goes against the Trump IEEPA tariffs.
It's an interesting view to have a kind of hedged outcome there, although I will point out that we had Jefferies analyst Randy Koenig on just a couple hours ago, who has a buy rating on Nike and an outright sell rating on. So how do you reconcile that particular thesis against the fundamentals he's seeing with why you still want to own On?
Well, I don't understand why he has a sell on it. I mean, there's so many things to like about it, including in the last earnings call when the CEO basically, I would characterize him as breathless in terms of what he saw the demand for On's products, and particularly in the all-important holiday season. So I expect the upcoming earnings report will be pretty darn good. And add to that this is a stock whose multiple, it's really grown into its multiple. I think roughly a year ago it was trading at 60 times forward earnings. Now it's trading at around 29 times earnings. It's a hot product. It's a hot stock. So I'm pretty comfortable with my On position. I think Nike is very interesting as well. And Bryn, I think you're going to be right on it. I'm not ready to pull the trigger yet because, to use, Bryn, your own term, these retail stocks can be finicky. And I think you want to, just me personally, I want to wait to see the uptrend developed before pulling the trigger in Nike. I kind of have these echoes in my head of Starbucks and, when Brian Nickel came in and the stock popped and since then has given everything back. I mean, these retail turnaround stories, they can work, they can take time, and they can be difficult.
All right, Bryn, what do you think?
Oh, I totally agree, right? I mean, I agree with everything Jim said. And so I could be wrong on this. I just think that we're at this moment in time, and I really think to me, the Supreme Court decision for whether it's Restoration Hardware on Nike, if that goes against the White House, these stocks will do well. They've all talked about the tariffs, and so I don't really understand why it's national security to have tariffs on Nike shoes. That being said, it'd be a mess economically to make those refunds, and so I just think putting those together of that exogenous catalyst, which I think would be positive for both of these names. Plus, I like Elliott Hill. I like his energy on the call. And so we'll see. I'll be in these stocks, both of them, probably the next 6 months. These definitely aren't my biggest positions, but I just think they were worth giving them an at-bat.
All right, shoe wear showdown in 2026.